guys, since Agent Monday said that, you know, studies show that pop culture references seem to increase audience viewership, I would just give that a little shot. So welcome to the Group Agent Wednesday 2.0. We are really glad to have you on the team. Today I'm going to be talking about the similarities between 3 famous series. And I'm going to guess that our viewers will be familiar with all 3 of them, and probably a fan of at least one of them, if not all of them. But before I get into all that, housekeeping stuff first. 1. I recently switched my camera to lithium batteries because they're advertised as lasting about 4 times longer than regular batteries, and it's very, very true, and I would suggest it for anyone who is having trouble with their batteries. I was going through about 2 batteries every single video for this project that I was making, and the lithium, not only do they last so much longer, but they are also incredibly light, so I don't want to turn this into a sales pitch, but really, they are just amazing. Second item of business is, oh my gosh, Agent Monday, I'm so sorry about the teleporter. I was so confused when it came back, and I'm just glad that it didn't dump you somewhere really bad. The really strange thing is that I don't know why it did that. It's never done it before. I tried taking it to IT to have them look at it, and then I even brought in, like, the Geek Squad, because they're supposed to be really good with electronics and, like, technology and stuff, and they just, like, gave me this weird look for trying to tell them it was a teleporter. Okay, so our topic for today is comparing Lord of the Rings, Star Wars, and Harry Potter. See, I told you, you guys have to love at least one of those. And in case any of you guys are wondering which one of those 3 is my favorite, yep, I have a Star Wars map of the galaxy, and it is made of awesome. As for the other 2, Harry Potter, I am probably like a light fan. I've read the books and seen the movies, and I love them all, but I don't actually own them, and I cannot tell you, like, random facts about the characters that most fans would know. I have read Lord of the Rings and watched the movies, and while I like it, I'm not that much of a fan. I found the books to be a little bit boring. I really like the movies quite a bit. There's a lot of battles in them, though. Oh, and random tangent, the person who gave me the idea for this topic is my future roommate to be named Corinne. So, big shout out to Corinne if you're watching. She's a big Harry Potter fan and Star Wars fan. I don't know about Lord of the Rings. Are you a Lord of the Rings fan, Corinne? I mean, I'm sure you're somewhat a Lord of the Rings fan, because, like, everybody around here is, but, like, hardcore? So between these 3, there's actually a lot more in common than you might think. For example, all 3 of the villains, Darth Vader, Sauron, and Voldemort, are referred to as Dark Lords. Both Tom Riddle and Anakin Skywalker change their names around when they become the bad guys. And in Star Wars and Lord of the Rings, you've got Gandalf being pulled over to the evil wizard side by Saruman, and then you've got Darth Vader trying to pull Luke over to the dark side. In all 3, there are wise old mentors, Dumbledore, Gandalf, and Obi-Wan. In both Harry Potter and Star Wars, you've got the mentor of the hero who used to be the mentor of the bad guy. In all 3, that old wise mentor dies at some point in the series, and it's always a sacrifice to save the rest of the characters. Oh, and one of my favorite ones here is that when Gandalf falls, he says, "Fly, you fools!" And when Obi-Wan falls, he's like, "Run, Luke, run!" And then there's the whole thing where, like, the best friend of the main character gets petrified in Harry Potter, and then the best friend of the main character in Star Wars gets put in carbonite. Here's one that I find really interesting. Luke and Harry are both known for their flying skills. Luke's got the X-Wing, and that's like his thing, and then Harry's got the broom. All 3 are orphans who have to live with their aunts and uncles. Well, in the case of Frodo, I think Bilbo is like his second cousin or something. Hagrid and Chewie. Both like really tall and hairy, so I think there could be like a little connection, right? And of course there's the whole Return of the King, Return of the Jedi. Yeah, so that's about it. I found this information kind of scattered across the internet. I looked especially on MuggleNet for the Harry Potter and Lord of the Rings / Star Wars comparisons. Now if you really want to see something that like totally rips off both Star Wars and Lord of the Rings, just read Aragon by Christopher Paolini. It is basically New Hope set in Lord of the Rings world. So if it's a pretty thick book, so if you don't want to read it, then just go to the link that I'm going to put in the doobly-doo. Yeah, so rate, comment, subscribe, and ask us questions on the forum spring. Agent Thursday out. And then there's carbonation. Carbonation? It's carbonite. Carbonated. Anyways, I just figured I would share that with you. I've got mail. Okay, that was a lot harder than I was expecting.